nearing the start of this one from South Florida. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. First opened back in 2012, a look inside the mammoth Marlins Park in Miami. Both teams rested and ready to go. It's the opener of the second half between the San Francisco Giants and the Miami Marlins. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian getting set to bring you this one on the show. Joined as always by Eric Harros and Steve Lyons. Steve, two right-handers getting the call here in the opener.
And here we go with two guys making their first start here since the All-Star break. And both of them should be well-rested and ready to go. So they're each going to be looking to get their second half off to a winning start.
The guys will have much more to talk about as the night progresses. But first, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the visiting San Francisco Giants, as manager Bruce Bochy sets his guys up like this. They'll have their work cut out for them as they face the Rookie of the Year in 2013 for the National League, Cuban-born right-hander Jose Fernandez. Angel Pagan makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight.
Here we go, guys. Come on.
First pitch, 7-11.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Temperature reading an even 80 degrees at first pitch tonight. And this is lined back into center field, and he's on to start the ball game. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start the series. And with that, let's give you a look at the Miami D. It's brought to us by Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Marco Scudero will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Therefore, it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out. Buster Posey will get his first opportunity now. Runner still at first with one away. Pagan holding, and now here's the pitch. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Ball two now.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
The 2-0. Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
Fouled back. And there he goes towards second. But he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's first and second now with one away.
That's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all that inviting at all. You want to at least make the guy think about hacking up there. Instead, now he's on with one away.
Gregor Blanco will stand in for the first time, and he's seen that average climb during his current 7-game hitting streak. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Well, he's having some problems here with location. He's got 2 on already here in the first, and that last pitch right down the middle.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And this is going to be a foul ball. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, you know, you really hate to see this first inning opportunity slip away, especially with 2 guys on and your cleanup hitter up there. But now it's going to take a 2-out hit from your number 5 guy to put a crooked number on the board.
Pablo Sandoval will stand in now, and as you can see, he enters play with 16 home runs on the season so far. First pitch to him. A ball hit hard to the left side. And that's in there. Base hit. The throw home. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. Giants leave a couple. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. A look there at the starting lineup for the host Marlins. They'll match up against a guy who authored a perfect game back in 2012, veteran right-hander Matt Cain. And there you see, look now at the Giants' defensive alignment behind him. Christian Yelich will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading up for the Marlins, the left fielder, number 21, Christian Yelich.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Swing and a hot shot toward third. A dive from Sandoval, but it's past him. A fair ball. He'll get it into second. but it won't be in time, and it's a leadoff double.
Oh, that one sounded great off the bat. That's a good, crisp line drive right here to start the inning, and he'll make it up to second with a leadoff double.
Adeiny Echeverria steps in now. Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. And a ball 1-0. For Yelich, that's now 17 two-base hits for the year. And here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time. Fouled straight back. A runner at second, nobody out. Slider, but that's low as it's dug out by the catcher there. Line hard, but foul. The 2-2 one more time. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? The relay, but too late, and he's safe at third.
So a double and a fly ball move a man to third now with one away. Now if they could just get another fly ball, it would likely net him a run.
Giancarlo Stanton will step in here with a runner at third now, so maybe an important at-bat here early in the ball game.
Yeah, I think you really need to get something out of this inning, even if it's just a sacrifice fly. If you let this guy off the hook, he might not even give you another chance.
First pitch on the way. Now a check swing, but he makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Batting fourth is first baseman,
Garrett Jones will try and start over now with the bases empty and two away following the RBI groundout. And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball one. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Drifting back behind first now, and Scutaro will make the catch, and the inning is over. So one run on one hit, no errors, and no one left. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. It's the Marlins 1 and the Giants nothing. Hunter Pence leads things off now in the top half of the second.
San Francisco, right fielder Hunter Pence.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Yeah, you know, first time through, he likes to start guys off with a fastball. And it's a good one, too. You know, he'll run it up there in the mid-90s.
And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
Well, one thing you can always say when you're facing a guy like this is that he's gonna strike hitters out. The question is, are you gonna make him work for those strikeouts? And if those 3 pitches are any indication at all, these guys could be in for a long night.
Brandon Belt will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. And a fastball just misses for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
Now the 2-0. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
Batting 8, shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Brandon Crawford will stand in here, looking to keep the inning alive with 2 gone now in the top of the second. Now the first pitch. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, that's a good spot for that 2-seam fastball. You know, remember, that'll run away from left-handers, so a good idea to work the outside edge.
That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Giants down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Greg Dobbs will start things off in the bottom of the second.
For the Marlins, third baseman, Greg Dobbs.
And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
And I think that's just something you have to understand with an umpire like this. If it's at the knees, it's a strike. I mean, he'll be consistent with that call all night, so you just need to adjust up there.
Goodness, 0-2 now.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. That's still on his mind.
And he won't offer it that. Too high, 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Swinging a hard liner to center field. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out.
Almost any center fielder will tell you that this is the toughest play for them to make. The ball that's lined straight at him. It's hard to get a good read on whether you should go back, charge, or just hold your ground. But he's able to make this play without too much trouble.
So the base is empty here with one away. And coming up, the switch-hitting backstop, Jared Saltalamacchia. On Kane bringing the fastball now as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike.
And if you're not careful, this is the kind of guy that can run off 6 scoreless innings against you from here out. So that first inning run isn't something you can bank on holding up.
And Saltalamacchia swings right through that one as he's in the hole now, down 0-2.
And I'll tell you, being in a 2-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Now another 1-2. And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2-2. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Boy, and just a great call that time to turn to the changeup. That's one of those at the plate where you don't even wait for the umpire to make the call. You know you're a goner.
Brian Bogusevic will get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. First pitch coming. Lined hard to center field. Pagan will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to South Florida following this. Matt Cain will turn right around and get us started here. 9-1-2 to start inning number 3. And that's in there for a strike.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Now a swing and a fly ball, not hit all that well out towards Stanton and right. 1 gone.
Well, always nice to get the inning started against the pitcher, and sets him down easily for the first out of the third.
Angel Pagan will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Now here's a ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
With a guy like this, once that ball gets into the alley out there in right center, you can bet he's going to be thinking 3. So that's a good job to get it in quickly and hold him to just a double.
Marco Scudero will try it again. He flew out his first time. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. For Pagan, he stands at second with his 13th double of the year. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Runner holding tight at second, now the pitch. Good change of speeds, but he lays off 2-1.
And the one thing this guy will do, he won't give away at-bats. He may not be the most talented guy on the field, but he'll grind you up there.
Two and two.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Getting a few steps off a second there, now the pitch. And he swings and lifts an easy fly ball into shallow center field. Bogusevic is there, and he'll bring this one in.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Buster Posey will dig in. Drew a walk his first time around. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And after walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Jordany Valdespin makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
Now the 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
First a curveball, then a changeup. Not what you'd expect from a power pitcher.
Hit hard towards the hole, and that is into right field, a base hit.
Yeah, an ideal setup here with the pitcher on deck. He comes through with a solid single to start things out. Now you give your pitcher a chance to bunt you over and make a productive out.
Jose Fernandez will stand in what would appear to be a sacrifice situation here. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
And that's exactly what you want out of your pitcher. No long at bat, get in, get it down, and get out of there. And on one pitch, he's able to get the job done.
Christian Yelich will get a second shot at it now. He doubled to start out the home first. fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Runner at second here with one man out. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And after that double in his first at-bat, you can tell they're approaching him with a bit more caution here. As well they should.
And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Here's a hard hit ball ripped down the first base line. But a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. In the air to left. Blanco is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Up next for the Marlins, the shortstop,
Adeiny Echeverria will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Ooh, he missed a good pitch to hit there. He'll be lucky to get something like that again.
Changeup had him fooled a bit as this is on the ground to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Miami, but they're up 1-0. Gregor Blanco will get the inning started for San Francisco. He'll be followed by the Panda, Pablo Sandoval, on deck.
Blanco.
Now here's the first pitch. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
And a swing as he pulls this one into right. And that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit. And with that, he'll stretch that hit streak as he's now hit in 8 straight games.
Pablo Sandoval.
Pablo Sandoval will dig in. He singled his first time around. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. And good patience here from Sandoval. It's 2-0 now.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
If you're wondering, this is a straight green light here. When your star's up there, you bet he's swinging if it's good.
No runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And this is ball 4 as it's off the catcher's glove.
First and second now after the walk, and they haven't gotten much going offensively against this guy at all. So this is about as good an opportunity as they've had.
Hunter Pence will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Get the strikeout, man! Here we go, Marlins, here we go!
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
Here comes Fernandez, 0-2. And they tie him up in proverbial knots there as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Brandon Belt will try it again. He flew out his first time. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
This is hit sharply to the left side. That's in there, base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Well, even when you keep him in the ballpark, he can be trouble.
The batter.
Here he's right on this pitch, and he smokes it into left field for a solid single.
Brandon Crawford will dig in here with the bases loaded now, and their best opportunity yet to get on the board.
And they've had a few chances and come up empty, so they can't let this one get away from them.
Get to!
And this is taken outside for ball 1.
And a quick check of the pitch count here. That's 53 now through only 3 1/3.
The 1-0 pitch. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball.
Let's kill the inning right here!
And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit well out toward deep left field. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as that'll square things at 1-1.
And at the very least, that's what he's up there hoping to do, and that's hit the ball in the air somewhere. So nice job to pick up that runner from third. Although the other 2 runners have to stay put now with 2 away.
Matt Cain will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
And he's probably a little bit upset with himself for giving up that early run, but he really reached back for something extra right there.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
This is the kind of inning he's not pitching efficiently. He's just trying to be too darn fine. He's not trusting his stuff.
Sandoval off a second, now the pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Fastball here.
I think it has to be. You're licking your chops if you're the hitter. 3-1. You can't walk the bases loaded. Bail and wail.
And he lays off here. It's ball 4. And that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
Second walk here in the 4th inning. I mean, that's too many against this bunch. It doesn't look like he and his catcher are on the same page right now.
Angel Pagan will get a chance here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame thus far. Bases loaded now with 2 away. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
Nowhere to put him here as he falls behind now, 2-0.
Now, even with the bases loaded, this is a green light situation on a 2-0 count. You're looking for your pitch in your location, and then you better let it rip.
2 out, bases loaded. Out in front of the fastball here as he lifts a fly ball out toward right field. Stanton is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases-loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. Giants will have to be content with just the 1. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, all tied at 1-1. Giancarlo Stanton will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
And here's the first pitch. And it's the outside corner. It's strike 1. Having success with the fastball here, it's 0-2 now.
And that may be the pitch that he'll remember from this at-bat. When he's hot, he doesn't miss that.
Way outside. 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Up next for the Marlins, first baseman
Garrett Jones will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
And on the mound here, you got to make sure you pitch to the shift. You don't want to make it easier for a guy to go the other way on you.
And the shift will not amount to much here as this is lifted in the air out to right field. Over now is Pence to make the grab. 2 away now.
Now batting,
Greg Dobbs will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. Here's the first offering. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Here's a ball lined over the head of Crawford into left center, a base hit.
And this is something they've worked on in the batting cages, taking some of the movement out of his swing. Much more compact now, and he's seeing some definite results.
So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring in Jared Saltalamacchia. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Pence is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Marlins leave 1. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Marco Scutaro will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Marco Scutaro.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
He's just cruising out there now. I'll tell you, this may turn into a game of first team to 2 wins.
Get him down.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now.
And maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. A former MVP waiting on deck in the form of Buster Posey. Here's the full count offering. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And that's what I'd call an intelligent at-bat right there. It's good knowledge of the strike zone, and more importantly, of how the home plate umpire calls a strike zone. He's got himself a leadoff walk.
Buster Posey will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
Come on, guys, let's go. Hey, now, turn to here.
1-0 on the way. and this will be fouled away. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. Runners off for second, and he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
Let's get a K. Come on.
2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now this is out in front. Maybe tough to get to. A quick out number 1.
Well, it probably wasn't the way he wanted to move the guy into scoring position, but it's going to have to do, and he's going to get that man up to second base now with 1 away.
A man at second with 1 down, and that'll bring in Gregor Blanco, the left fielder. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Let's get him out.
And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. And there's another pitch right on the black.
Here's a ball skied in the air near the line, back behind first. Jones ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Well, sometimes when you miss with your location, it actually works to your benefit. I mean, this pitch is further up than I think he wants it, but hey, it works out for him.
Pablo Sandoval will stand in. Base on balls his last time. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Go, Marlins. Here we go, Miami.
Fernandez readying the 1-1. Swinging is Sandoval as he sends this one on the ground to shortstop. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. 1 left for San Francisco. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Brian Bogusevic will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Now a swing and a fly ball, medium deep, out toward Pagan in center field. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Boy, they are just making life easy for this guy. Swinging on the first pitch of the inning, pretty routine fly ball. It's been a cakewalk here early on.
Jordany Valdespin will stand in. A base hit his first time around. First pitch coming. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Here now the 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. Now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
Now a fastball, and he might have gotten under it just a bit as this is out toward deep right field. And there to take it in is Pence, and that's out number 2.
And if these guys want to keep hitting fly balls, I think he'll be happy with that. Especially when it's the guys down near the bottom of the lineup.
Jose Fernandez will dig in. No official at-bat yet as he delivered a sacrifice bunt in his first appearance. And now this is swung on and pulled down the third base line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
Christian Yelich will dig in. 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game. Now the first pitch. Now here's a drive out to right center. No chance for Pagan. No chance for Pence. It's into Triple's alley. And that is into the right field seats. It's a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. And it gives the Marlins a 3-1 lead.
Got to be out there on the mound saying, what on earth just happened? He was cruising along. He got the first 2 outs, then on 2 pitches, single, home run. I tell you, you can't let your guard down for 1 second out there, or you're going to get burned.
Adeiny Echeverria stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0.
And this should be a pretty good test of his resiliency out there. He's going to need to snap back in a hurry because he's got a lot more danger ahead.
In tight again, and it's to 2-0 now. Fouled back. And he lays off again, ball 3.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Full count pitch on its way. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. And the Panda will put this one away. Inning over. But 2 in the inning for the Marlins thanks to the 2-run home run. 5 innings complete. It's now 3-1 Miami. Hunter Pence will get things started here in the top of inning number 6.
Hunter Pence.
Now here's the first pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
And a fastball here is swung on and lifted in the air to left. Yelich is under this one. 1 down. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently 3rd best. Brandon Belt will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Center field. Bogusevic is right there, and that's out number 2. So he's just a 1/3 of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And you can see right there where they rank in that category. Brandon Crawford will stand in. He drove in a run with a sac fly his last time. And he drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. Well, that was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Not a bad guy to have hitting in your 8 spot. You know, that guy's no slouch up there. He comes through with a solid single here.
Hector Sanchez will grab a bat and loosen up here as he'll bat for the pitcher Kane here.
Number 29, Hector Sanchez.
All right, Miami.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
And you know, the catcher there was set up inside, yet that pitch was all the way on the other side of the plate.
A look at Crawford. Now the pitch. Look out. 2-0 now.
Boy, a 2-out single, now nearly a hit by pitch. You've got to be careful right here not to let this inning get away from you.
Outside, 3-0 now. You figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count?
Maybe even taking 2.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. It's not a bad idea.
And this is fouled back and out of play. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. And this is swung on and bounced up the center of the diamond. And, oh, that drilled him pretty good as the ball squirts off toward third. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. A good job that time of not giving up on the play, and the inning is over. Gene Machi will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 63, Gene Machi.
Giancarlo Stanton will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th.
Right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. Just fire that thing in there.
No contact there, and it's 1-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Out of play. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Garrett Jones will stand in. He flew out his last time up. A look over to Stanton, and now the pitch. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Hit on the ground towards first. And he'll have himself a base hit.
Yeah, a big hole on the right side of the infield. You see it there. With the first baseman holding the second baseman at double play depth, there's a lot of real estate out there, and he just bounces it right through the opening.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And that'll bring in the third baseman, Greg Dobbs. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
Both teams with 6 hits so far. Now a good swing there as he sends this one high and deep toward the left field corner. Blanco is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. And he'll make it back to third safely and be content just to advance the 90 feet.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only 1 away.
Jared Saltalamacchia will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. Just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
And a pitch taken here. It's now 2-1 to the Miami backstop. And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
A ball hit hard to the left side. But the recovery will get an out on the play as they do get the force at second, so put runners on the corners, but that could have been a whole lot worse.
You really have no chance to get 2 on this play. You can see how the ball's fielded deep in the hole, so he has to pivot back against his body just to get the throw off. And by then, they had to be just content with getting the lead man.
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Brian Bogusevic is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Grounded foul, still 2 strikes. And here's a ball hit in the air. Sandoval is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Marlins strand a pair as the lead remains 3-1. Welcome back to South Florida. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Angel Pagan will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
Center fielder, Angel Pagan.
First pitch to him. And this is lined hard to deep left. Yelich has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
This isn't always the way you want to play it here. I mean, it's late in the game. Your guys are losing. Wouldn't be such a bad idea to take a pitch or 2. Instead, he chases after the very first pitch, and it's an easy out.
Marco Scudero will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
And now the second pitch of the inning is hit in the air to center. Bogusevic is there as he had to travel a ways, but he makes the catch deep in the alley for the second out.
Yeah, it's not like he needed any help. He's pitching well enough as it is, but this is now 2 pitches and 2 outs here in the inning. And he's growing more and more confident with every passing batter.
Buster Posey will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1.
Yeah, a great sell job behind the plate, too. He sort of gently moved that glove back over an inch or two as he was catching that baseball.
Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central. Bogusevic is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Giants are down on 4 pitches. They still trail it here 3-1.
Your attention, please. Now
So a new
pitching for
pitcher
San
set to come
Francisco,
on now, and we'll get an
number
appearance from the
46,
hard-throwing right-hander Santiago Casilla. Jordani Valdespin will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
Jordani Valdespin.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Swing and a line drive to center field. And there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
Jose Fernandez will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And he pops up the bunt attempt, and he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out.
The phrase is get the bunt down, not get the bunt up. That's costly there.
Christian Yelich will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Fouled straight back. One and one.
Nope, that's a win.
We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. And here's a swing and a ball lifted in the air into fairly deep center field. Catch made out there by Pagan, and there are 2 gone now.
Yeah, it looked like this might be much more off the bat, but this ballpark has really played large tonight. And, you know, we've seen a few balls right now really get knocked down out there.
Adeiny Echeverria will stand in. He popped out in his last time. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Two out with the man at first. And he misses again, 2-0. And that's over, 2-1. Now a fastball swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Oh, and you know what? I think he's going to kick himself out there in left field when he watches the tape replay and realizes just how close he came to robbing this home run. I don't think he quite got the timing down right, because if he had, I think he makes this play. Instead, this is going to sneak over the wall for a home run.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in, and I've got to think these add-on runs here will really make it difficult to come back from.
And that's how they've done it all game long. They haven't really had a big inning yet, just a lot of 1s and 2s, but those will add up.
And he misses inside with that one, ball 1.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that, so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
And a swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. 7 complete here tonight. It's now 5-1. Gregor Blanco will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6, as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run, that's it.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Now he runs up and gets this one down. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right here. It's been such a struggle for these guys to score runs so far. He's thinking about taking a little bit of a different approach up there. He had the right idea, it just didn't really work out for him.
Pablo Sandoval will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd of foul ball. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. And this is swung on and missed, though he will need to do a little housekeeping at first. And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. 8th inning here from South Florida as you get a look at the line score to this point. The hometown Marlins leading this one as they look to send this crowd home happy. Hunter Pence will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
Fernandez readying the 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Two and two now with 2 away and the base is empty.
Yeah, 2 straight fastballs in on the hands. They haven't produced a strikeout. So now 2-2, you've got a few options here.
This is up the middle and it's going to get into center field. It's a 2-out hit.
Yep, maybe a shot here now with 2 away as they finally get another base runner. He'd retired 6 in a row prior to this base hit, so he's had his way with these guys for the past few innings.
Brandon Belt will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Now a swing and a drive high in the air and deep to right center field. And this game just got a little more interesting. This is a home run. A 2-run home run for the guy they call the baby giraffe, Brandon Belt. Number 11 for him on the season, and it's a 5-3 game now.
Well, you know it has a tendency to get overlooked here. That 2-out single that kept this inning alive. mean, you take nothing away from the guy that just hit the home run, but this is what happens when teams put up a fight there with 2 away. Pays off for him big time here.
Well, now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for Jose Fernandez. So he'll leave after a strong 7 2/3 here, as he'll hope the bullpen can get the final 4 outs to secure his victory. A.J. Ramos will enter the ball game out of the pen, as he'll look to get the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Brandon Crawford will be the first one to greet him, as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. First offering on the way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Bye-bye, baby. The Giants strike for a pair as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Marlins 5 and the Giants 3. And now Boch is going to make his way out toward home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double switch here. Cameron Lowe will come on to pitch now, as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Joaquin Arias will also come on now, as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Garrett Jones will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
Leading off for the Marlins, first baseman, Garrett Jones.
And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. The shift will be of little importance here, as this is lifted in the air out to left field. Over now is Blanco, and he'll make the play for the first out. Greg Dobbs will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen, as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. And a little tapper up the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. Up with it is Arias. Throw to first, and a good start to the inning for Lowe. 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher,
Jared Saltalamacchia will stand in. He grounded into a fielder's choice his last time. Out in front as he pulls this one down the line at first. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. down and away, ball one. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Yeah, no hesitation there as we train our camera directly on him. Once this gets down the line, he's thinking two right out of the box, and he's able to beat the throw into second and leg out a double.
Brian Bogusevic will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Well, I think if we were playing tennis, you'd call this one an unforced error. This is fairly routine out to short. I'm not sure what would have caused him to throw so wildly, but you can see the first baseman unable to keep his foot on the bag. That's going to go down as an E6.
Jordany Valdespin will come forward now in an RBI opportunity he probably didn't think he'd have.
Yeah, it certainly didn't look like he'd have one, but now's where you really have to make teams pay. Nothing will demoralize a team in the field quite like having 2-out errors that lead to runs.
And he hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one.
And you can see it. He's upset with himself out there at short. And he should be. He's a big leaguer. He'd like to get a ground ball here to get himself off the hook.
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Oh, 2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Here's a look over to first, and he'll dive back in. Pitch in the dirt, swung on and missed for strike 3 as they'll need to throw to first here. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. Good job that time of not giving up on the play, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a base hit, also 1 error in the inning, but 2 men left on. 9th inning coming up. The Marlins lead this one 5-3. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Mike Dunn is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Now pitching and batting in the 8th spot, number 40, Michael Dunn.
Joaquin Arias will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the ninth.
Derek Dietrich.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. Here's the 1-0. And this is grounded foul off to the right past one-time big league outfielder Roberto Kelly in the first base coaching box. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Now a big swing, and this is a major league pop-up. Way up there toward the center of the diamond. And not the start they were hoping for, as the leadoff man is kept off base to start the ninth.
And up by 2 here in the ninth, he needed to make sure he could keep that leadoff man off base so they don't get the tying run to the plate. That's a huge first out.
Angel Pagan will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. And they start him out away with a called strike. Off the plate and in, it's a ball and a strike.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
One out, nobody on. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
And this is where he's dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep.
And that misses for ball 4.
Well, as a closer, you don't want to walk anybody, but obviously that's not always going to be the case. So with 1 away, that gives these guys renewed hope.
Marco Scudero will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Out in front here as this is pulled down the third base line. The throw pulls him off the bag.
Oh, you know this one's going to hurt. If this throws on target at second, they've got a good shot at getting the double play. But instead, it sails right past the second baseman, and they won't wind up getting anybody on the play.
Juan Perez will be summoned now to be the pinch runner. Buster Posey will dig in now following the error, and it's almost as though they've been given a lifeline here to get back into this game.
Oh, they've been handed a golden opportunity. You got to find a way to make that one hurt.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. Saltalamacchia has a bead on it, and he's got it 2 down.
Certainly love a one-pitch pop-out in that spot. Yeah, that's like a get-out-of-jail-free card.
Gregor Blanco is the last chance now with 2 out here in the 9th. Pagan off a second, now the pitch. He was fighting that swing the whole way, but he went around. It's no balls and a strike. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
And now this relatively sparse crowd comes to their feet one final time. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Yeah, no way for him to be able to get out of the way of that one. And seeing as though he's the go-ahead run, probably wouldn't have tried too hard anyway.
Pablo Sandoval will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Runners left in scoring position, one of the big keys to this ball game so far. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
And with the bases loaded, some guys aren't always in a hurry to get out of the way of those close pitches inside. That could have been a run.
Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole. What a stop coming off the bag. Throw on to first will be in time, and the rally falls just short as they will strand the possible tying runs in scoring position, and this ball game is over.
And how about that for putting an exclamation point on a victory? Just a super play there to record the final out with some style.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Marlins win it 5-3. Good night from Miami.